All right. Good morning, everybody. And yesterday we did a bit of flash fill, and I think I still need to do it again because there are still um more examples and more possibilities with the flash fill. I'm still going to teach us so that we can go and practice and see the great things we can achieve with the flash fill option. So, what's the flash fill technique actually about? Now, it recognizes patterns in the text, then uses the pattern recognition to separate the text in a new column. For instance, like what we did yesterday, I'm going to still go over again. And here we have data, and it's a flash fill. For instance, now, I'm going to erase whatever we had there. We have here. I will erase everything so we start all over again. All right, so we have Mr. James Badger here. And now, this is what flash fill does now. It recognizes the pattern. So first of all, I'm going to set the pattern for Excel to recognize James Berger. All right. I move. I type Mr. Paul or Usman. Automatically, Excel recognizes the pattern. And then once I enter, everything that is adjacent, all right, the data that is adjacent, the next column here automatically lists everything that was there. So long they are the same, right? So Excel understands the pattern, recognizes the pattern, and then see how to replicate the same data that we had on my data on the flash fill column. So that's just straightforward now. That's just straightforward and very simple. We did that yesterday, and I'm just doing it over again. Now, the shortcut, another way we can do this is to simply do it like this. We can allow the first one, James Beta, to be up for us, and then we select it like this, select the cells that we want to perform our flash fill on, and then we Control E automatically. The flash fill technique works out for us. Okay, so that's that. All right, so okay. Another way we can actually perform this flash fill, or where we can find this flash fill option, is to go under Home, where we have this editing panel here. We bring this one down. So we bring this one down. And then where we have this, we come down, and then there is flash fill. So you can always select flash fill from here as well, right? It's an option. You can always select from there. Okay, so in our case here, I'm going to still erase this one. Erase everything that we have here, bring it down, then select this. And then I go to my editing, select this, flash fill. Automatically it works for us. All right, so that's very straightforward. Let's move to the next one. And on the next one, we're talking about using flash fill to return the first name from a list. Now we have a list of, this is kind of like a registration number, okay? So we have James / the number that we have in between, and then Brown, the last name. So you want to use flash fill to get out the first names, okay? The first names of what we have on the registration number there. So how are we going to achieve that? Remember that flash fill recognizes the pattern and then sees how to replicate that pattern. Okay, so the first name we have is James. So I say James, and then I enter. Using my flash fill option, Control E automatically. Because you recognize, you understand that I'm trying to pull out James from this. Therefore, once James is pulled out, and then I do my flash fill, the rest of the cells there are filled accordingly based on that pattern. Okay, so that's very straightforward. I'm going to move to the next one. How to use flash fill to return registration numbers from the list. Now, the numbers itself is what we are dealing with here. Okay, I'm going to erase what we have here. Normally, I'll erase what we have here so that we can see. Now, this time around, what I'm looking at is to extract just the numbers. So for the first data here, we have James /9957 / then Brown. I'm looking at just the numbers there. So what do? I'm going to type out the number 9957, okay? And as usual, I select the cells I want to effect my flash fill, and then Control E, Baola. You see that it brings out all the numbers. So it boycotts the James, it boycotts the Paul, Rita, and all the names that came before the /. Excel is quite very intelligent, and then it brought out the numbers that we had, 99 and all of that. So it's quite very simple. I'm going to move on. All right, the next thing we're going to see is this. And we're going to be extracting, again, we're going to be extracting we're going to be extracting the last name. We're returning the last name for the list again. So what do we do? I know your guess already. So I look at Brown, all right? And then I roll it down like this, Control E, and then you see that Brown, Zach, Batch, Comty, Bakoko, Vision all come out for us. That's what's possible with the use of what? The flash field. Okay. All right, now let's move to the next one. The next one is also very cool. And we want to use flash field to combine the first and last names to create an email. Okay. We want to combine the first, the last name to create an email. So all right, so we have emails already created for us here. And as usual, I'm going to erase them so that we do it together so that you can see how that was achieved. Now, I use my flash field and say Paul dot vicar, all right, at, let's say, learnmeyesjo.com, and I enter. All right, using my flash field, you know the drill already now. I'm going to simply select the cells that I want to run my flash field on. This time I'm going to come here under my editing panel and look for my flash field, and boom, voila. You see what I was trying to say? You recognize the pattern here. So you know that I'm trying to get Paul Vicar, the first name and the last name. There's a Paul, there's a dot, then the Vicar, then the at, then learnmeyesjo.com. So we use flash field to create to combine text and then combine the first and the last columns, and then we create an email from that. So these are the possibilities we can achieve for the flash field. Okay, so let's move again to the next one. And this time around, we want to use flash field to rearrange a set of numbers. We are using flash field to do what? To rearrange a set of numbers. Now, for the examples, you can see we have the first set of numbers, the number column here, 2478. 90743456. Now, we want to rearrange that. Now, I want to rearrange that in the way that I want to pick this 3456 first, and then 2478, and then 9074 come last. Okay, let me do it for us so that we can see. All right, normally I'm going to do like this, and then I erase what was there. So I say I'm starting first with the last one. So I'll say 3456 space 2478 space 9074. All right, as usual, I bring it down. All right, Control E, voila. You see that same pattern is recognized, and then we are able to do what? Rearrange the set of numbers. As we can see here, the last 4 digits of the number came first, followed by the first 4 digits, and then the 4 middle digits here. So the pattern is also recognized here. For this one, we have 9,000. This 9,000 comes first, followed by the first 4, 5, 6, 6, 7, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, so that's the miracle that we're talking about that can be achieved in the flash field. Quite simple, quite very straightforward. Now, the next one I'm going to be using flash field to do is to extract letters from a text string. All right, so we have a text string like this, and then we have A4TY80. I want to remove only the letters from the text string. All right, I want to ignore the numbers and then deal with only the letter from the text string. So what am I going to do? You know the drill already. I'm going to remove this one so that we see how we can achieve that. So what I'm going to do is this. I simply come here and select just A, T, Y. So doing that, now I'm removing A from here and then T and Y there. I know the numbers that are there. And you know the drill already. I select it like this. And then this time I'm still going to use this editing panel. Come down, look for flash field. Okay. And then boom, voila. So you see that all the numbers the numeric characters are sidelined, are ignored, and then the letters are now what we have represented here. So these are the things that we can use the flash fill to accomplish. All right. So that's it. That's very cool. That's very straightforward. And then let's also see how to use flash fill to extract letters. Okay. Flash fill to extract letter from a text string. Oh, no. This one we're using flash fill to actually format. Flash fill, let me format it. Flash fill to format set of numbers. All right. And now looking at this, now we have numbers here, and then we have the numbers 2, 3, 6, 7, 0, 9, 7, 6, 1, 2. And now look at the formatting we're using here. So we're using hyphen to separate the numbers. So we have 2, 3, 6, hyphen, 7, 0, 9, hyphen, 7, 6, 1, 2, hyphen, and 2. So I'm going to erase everything we have here so that we can use the flash fill to achieve that. You don't need to do that manually. So this is quite amazing. And what do we do? 2, 3, 6, hyphen, 7, 0, 9, hyphen, 7, 6, 1, hyphen, 2. And then, you know my guess already. I'm going to select this, and then my flash fill, Control E, and voila. The flash fill was for us quite amazing. So the flash fill is very amazing. So it's a technique that allows us to recognize patterns in the text, and then we use that pattern recognition to separate the text in a new column. So that's it about flash fill. And I know you love this video. Watch it and practice it. All right. Thank you very much. Thank you.